Hey guys, this is James from parafix.com. Today we're going to talk about three pairs. We're going to start with the US against the Swiss franc. We'll move forward to the euro dollar, and of course we'll be able also to find the US Canadian dollar. Quite amazing, quite interesting, and this is exactly what we're going to talk about today. So let's start first of all from a daily chart by looking on the US against the Swiss franc. And as we can see, we already mentioned a few weeks ago that pair going in a very clear downtrend, meaning US weak, Swiss franc strong. And as you remember, on the last few days we mentioned that it's bouncing in a range, and it broke that range as we mentioned 4 days ago. Even though it's tried to make sort of a correction, still the direction is quite down, meaning a downtrend from the US, and the Swiss franc is quite strong. In order to see that more clearly, I will show you an hourly chart and you will be able to see what's happening. The trend is there, meaning the downtrend is still there, but once again it tried to make a sort of a correction, couldn't do that. We need to put a new support, new resistance in order to realize where it will stop. In order to see a bit what's going to happen in the future with that pair, we're going to move to a weekly chart, and by looking on a weekly chart you will be able to find that right here you have a very strong support line, and this is the main reason that the situation is that it could be making sort of a correction right here, a strong correction. But once again, in order to know that, we'll be able to wait and see from fundamental point of view to the next announcement that probably going to impact that pair. The next pair that I would like to talk about, of course, it's the euro dollar. As you can see, right here we can see clearly how the euro getting stronger against the US over the last few days, especially when we're looking on a daily chart. Once again, I didn't mention a few days ago that pair moving in a clear range. It's broke that range, and right now it's continuing forward, meaning a strong euro, weak dollar. In order to see what's going to happen in the future, take a look. I'm looking on a weekly chart, and I will be able to find once again, week by week, how the euro getting stronger against the US, broke already the 1.50 and moving towards to the 1.58. The question is, either it's going to break that line, because that line is very strong line, meaning the resistant line, and in order to know that, we will need to get some bad results from the US, some good results from the euro session, and by that of course it will impact that pair. The last pair that I would like to talk about is the US Canadian. I love that pair. It's a very nice pair. Not in a way of nice, in a way of like trading, as I mentioned, because the trend here is very clear. Dropping down. We mentioned that over the last few days still bouncing in a range, but the downtrend is there. Every time, as you can see right here, it tried to touch the resistance line and dropping down day by day. That was me, James from parafix.com. If you have any questions, don't hesitate, please write it down and we'll be able to give you an answer on the next 48 hours. Thank you guys for all your questions. We really like your questions. I hope that it's helpful, and take care.